Well, you need any kind of help, John, right?
Well, everyone has a role, in particular in this type of weather. Here's the backup offensive lineman during the break. In New England years ago, they brought the guy in the go-kart out to clear it, and the blower, they bring offensive linemen.
And the throw into the end zone is hauled in by Adams for the touchdown.
So many slants, you have to play that. But the amazing thing about him is that he doesn't.
It's Ross. Returnable punt if he gets footing. And he does. Jeremy Ross through the snow on his slate of the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Two of the 3 times they've been taken down for sacks, as 3rd and 13 sets up this pass. It is intercepted. Bounced up into the arms of William Gay, and he has the return for the touchdown. 6 of his last 7 interceptions have now been pick sixes.
Receiver slipped on the route. That was Robert Woods. He was open.
Holding. Number 28 with number 25 defense. 5-yard penalty.
Run the game out, and they've got a big play to sell it. And he's going to slide down safely, and the Eagles will run out the clock.
Going to sell the run hard, block out, now release. And Nick Foles with the touch pass. And this, every kid in America that lives in the snow has done this one in the backyard. Selleck gives up the touchdown and has a little fun doing it to ice the clock even more.
Barkley looking for Bellamy again. And Bellamy makes the catch. So he has bounced back in a big way.
Two-pointer this year. Where the motion man? Mahomes weaves out of trouble, sidesteps, throws, and gets the conversion to Watkins. Time for more Snow Angels.
They give it to Bell again up the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Detroit deciding to help with the extra point. You know, the snow coming down, it's still flurrying, but that's not the factor anymore. It's just the field, and it will be a factor.
For the shovels and the snow blowers to try to get the yard lines a little bit more visible. I mean, this is just a wild scene in Buffalo. It is snowing in our booth. It's incredible from everyone's vantage point.
I've got to tell you, I played in a little bit of snow in Seattle. Nothing nearly like this.
Steve Tasker told us it was about a half foot of snow on the field earlier. And this is McCoy leapfrogging a defender. Incredible play by McCoy in the snow.
Y'all got hit with the COVID on the day before. Yeah.
Meanwhile, getting into the end zone. Yes, sir. Goes A.J. Dillon. They turn the lights out. They're down. Can he get up? Yes, he can. All the way in. The game, I think, for the first time for Philadelphia, but they give to McCoy. Big hole and the move. McCoy through the snow. Touchdown.
Watch LaShawn McCoy. He's going to hide in there. Now come out and hurdle Delmas, the free safety, and take it to the house for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Really brave in the elements here to bring you these pictures. Brissett, nice little pump fake to free himself. Will throw towards the end zone. Boy, he has a man, but it appeared as though they ran out of room. It was Chester Rogers on the catch, but he had moved through the back of the end zone out of bounds.
Goal line. Good pressure, and it was blocked by Sean Drone. And it's taken back all the way into the end zone by Dante Johnson.
Looks like he stepped out about the 4-yard line, Kenny.
Yep, he was ruled out. 49ers are celebrating. But it looks like he did step out, and now flags are thrown for the celebration.
From the moving pocket, hits Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Chiefs.
To give Mahomes a clear throwing lane and an acrobatic pirouette by Tyreek Hill as Hill gets his second TD catch of the afternoon.
First down, it's McCoy. Sprinting through the line. McCoy! LaShawn McCoy! And we're all tied!
From Jason Avant, he's going to flash into your screen right about there. Look at that block by Jason Avant. Clears the way for LaShawn McCoy.
And always an option right here.
Brissett, little read option, fakes, throwing end zone, it's Doyle, he's got it!
There was offensive pass interference blocking downfield. We will retry following the 10-yard penalty.
Yard of the line of scrimmage, so
Adam, this is a wild scene. The Colts have lined up a little bit too far in front of where they should have, and now they're scurrying back. This will be a 43-yard extra point attempt. Extra point from Vinatieri, streaking back right, and it is good. And we are tied at 7.
Lost the football. It's on the ground, covered by the Raiders.
His college teammate, Charles Woodson, on the blitz.
Take a look, and here comes Charles Woodson.
Top of your screen, Charles Woodson untouched.
And Biekert picks himself up, falls on the football, and has pretty much sealed an Oakland Raider victory here in New England.
That's all he was covered.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's arm was going forward. It is an incomplete pass. Second and 10 on the 42.
Wow.
Going up top for it, going to the end zone, and it is pulled down for the touchdown by Ryan Griffin.
Wow, good throw. The coverage was outstanding. They took away the first.
Long ball time, looking for Brown, and he makes the catch with a defender, Darby, right there with him. Somehow it
Ship it off on the sideline. 3rd and 1. Tannehill with a fake. Keeps it himself. A ton of room to roam inside the 10. Tannehill all the way to the end zone.
Fake right here. Everybody's convinced that Derrick Henry has the ball. And by the time they figured out that Ryan Tannehill had it, he was doing an end zone dance. And that is something else. That is the Tennessee Titans.
Kevin, this was the last punt return. You got an explosive weapon in Deshaun Jackson, but he has no intention of ever catching this punt. Hands in the hand warmer, never takes him out. And that's what happens. You get weapons.
The Phillies at one point. You're right, John showed it. Falls on first, throwing for the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's Jackson.
They take a look at it, but you know, it's got to be indisputable. Remember, ruled a touchdown on the field, and you just simply can't see the end line.
Those briskly moving first halves of a game that we've seen in a long time. So many run plays. As that lake effect snow continues to fall here at New Era Field in Orchard Park. 7-0 Bills as we go downstairs to Steve.
They come in ranked 4th in the NFL in scoring at 28.5 points per game. And a miscue. Colquitt has to throw it to nobody.
Back to work, leading 14-6. Barkley throws, and again it is Bellamy in San Francisco territory for a Bears first down.
before the game. This is Charles James.
And what do you say?
Well, he's got a uniform on now.
Yeah.
Because down below, everybody was ducking snow and ice balls. In fact, some fans in the lower levels near the Cowboys bench were forced to leave their seats.
They left because they were getting barraged with snowballs.
The Dallas Cowboys, on their way to the locker room, couldn't hang their heads if they wanted to. They were too busy looking skyward.
Pressure on Tannehill, but he hangs right in there and has it picked off at the 42-yard line by Darnell Savage. Darnell says season and Green Bay in great shape with a 12-point lead and the ball in Tennessee territory.
A lot of time. Foles looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted by Houston. Running far side, still on his feet. The first interception of the year for Nick Foles and the Lions. He's a rookie out of Notre Dame, 6th-round draft pick. Built a little snowman, too.
Right now, Steve.
I cannot believe you talked me into doing this. I'm clearing off this stuff with a snow shovel. It's hard to imagine a beginning to a career as catastrophic as Nate Peterman's was in LA, a 5 interception. But look at the conditions he has to work with. I will say this, since 1986, I've watched games here. I've never seen a game with worse conditions in Buffalo than the one they're about to play. But it did look like a bunch of 300-pound 6-year-olds coming down the tunnel as the Buffalo Bills are totally embracing this opportunity.
Foles a lot of time again and again. He's going up top for Jackson. Knocked away at the last moment. Louis Delmas is the guy. What a great play to save a touchdown.
6. And Rodgers buying time. Throws, and it is caught for the touchdown. Randall Cobb with the catch. And a snow angel.
About a 47-yard field goal from here. So Chuck Pagano taking no chances. He sends out his rookie punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, to try to angle this one. And he sticks it right into the snow.
Between plays, that last punt dropped, and it just absolutely got washed in the snow. And it didn't, you don't have to worry about a bounce or anything. It hit like a beanbag. It just dropped and stopped. It was a perfect punt by the Colts, set up the Bills with horrible field position.
Plenty of time. Stafford's going to air it out deep for Johnson. He's got it. Calvin Johnson makes the catch down around the 10-yard line. Kerry Williams on the coverage with a face full of snow.
And as I told you, inside, outside, Calvin Johnson, Megatron. He's going to make plays.
How did he see?
I'll tell you, that looks fun. That looks fun. I mean, the kids all across America, not in San Diego, but kids in this part of the country that are out doing that same thing. And Calvin's got a face full of snow.
Look at Carl Johnson, line judge, like everyone else, trying to find a way to get through this.
Getting his head down there. I like it.
Under center. Here's McCoy, breaking a tackle. McCoy into the end zone, and Buffalo wins it. Incredible. Shady McCoy stopping the show with a 21-yard sprint.
They said mermaid. I just say mermaid activated. So as soon as the rain came, it felt good. As soon as it started snowing, it felt better. And then it went back to rain a little bit. So it was just like a good overall day of everything. Like one day I felt like SpongeBob for a minute, right? Then it started snowing. I felt like Frozen. I was like, all right, here we go. Olaf time. Then it went back to raining. So then I felt like SpongeBob, you know what I mean? The Goofy Goober type. When he was drying up, and he had a little drop of like that before he turned into, you know what I mean?